morning everyone, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name is Emma, these are my allotment diaries. I'd love you to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see what someone gets up to, not very well, but you know, I'm trying my best, on an allotment plot in South London. So here we are in October. I'm doing one of my absolute favourite things today, which is to plant my spring bulbs and my onions and garlic, hopefully, if I can find a spot for them. So brought with me a load of bulbs, and I actually just went to Wilko's. I find Wilko's to just be the cheapest, best place to buy spring bulbs and garlic and potatoes and all sorts of things. I've gone for a big variety of different tulip bulbs this year. So I have got, I think all I got was tulips actually. Yeah, I just got tulips. I think I planted out some daffodils last year, which will probably come up again. So I've gone for the Fosteriana Orange Emperor, beautiful. Gone for the double-headed pink ones, which I think are called double late Finola. So they'll probably come up a bit later, but there we go. I've gone for the yellow ones, which are the fringed crystal stars. You can see that they've got a bit of a fringe to their petals, which is quite pretty. And then I picked up this massive bulb, this massive basket of bulbs, 30 tulip bulbs, and they are the Triumph ones. These are very typical tulip bulbs. If you see tulips about, and they're the stereotypical kind of tulip, look a bit like that, they're probably the Triumph ones. And they're just bog standard tulips, really pretty colours though. So I'm going to plant those out. Also got myself some shallots. I've done onions a few times, so I found these shallots. They're supposed to be smaller. All of my onions grow really small anyway, so I thought if I grow a shallot. Oh, it's Rocky. Hello, Rocky. Hiya. Oh. Hello. Did you hear me? Right under my chair. Yeah. Hiya. What you been up to? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pooing in my beds, have you? Ah! Oh my god. Oh, Rocky, that's not a flattering camera angle. These are my bulbs, Rocks. Come on. Please don't eat all of my bulbs. This cat is just becoming, oh, such an unflattering camera angle, Rocks. Come on, Rocky. Where were we? We were talking about shallots. Oh, you're a nightmare. Right, we were talking about, not that, Rocks. No. What? Ah! Oh, Rocky! My shed's not safe. As if it's my fault. Right, where were we? Oh my goodness, Rocky, you just get me in such tears. Right, I also picked up some garlic, which is the Sativum Casablanca. I think I've done this before, but anyway, we're going to whack that in too. So, who goes? Cats, huh? As if it's my fault, I didn't ask him to come in there. Right, I seem to have left the plot in a bit of a hurry last time I was here. Is that what I did? There's like tools all over the place, and I know that this is the work of me. This is not a thief or anything, this is me, because my wheelbarrow is half full as well, with leaves that I was supposed to take home. Now somebody did tell me these Romanesco cauliflower / broccolis, you can eat the leaves and they're delicious, and I was going to take the leaves home, and I sort of whacked them all in that for my reel, my Instagram reel, and then I left them, so there we go. Right, so before we get into the bulbs and the garlic and stuff, I just want to show you what's happened to my sweet corn here. Once again, it's been stripped, you can see, and somebody said that this might be a fox. I can't imagine the fox doing this. It just doesn't seem like fox behaviour to me. Not that I'm a fox expert or anything, but it just doesn't seem, I just can't imagine the fox doing that. It just doesn't seem to be that articulate and stuff, but the other ones are okay. I mean, look at this one. I'm actually getting an actual sweet corn. It feels like squirrels to me, but I don't know. What do I know? I've got another one there, the crazy hairdo. Fantastic. Now I love putting in loads of spring bulbs and having loads of things growing and loads of flowers growing in the springtime. And that's not just to feed the pollinators and the early pollinators who are desperately looking for something to eat at that time of year, but it also, my allotment plot in the springtime is usually quite flat and there's not very much going on, and the tulip bulbs and the daffodils and the crocus flowers, they're usually the first things that kind of pop up and spring to life, and it makes me really excited and happy to come down to my plot. So if you have room on your allotment plot, do consider putting in some spring bulbs, even if it's just in a corner of your raised bed or just in a little row or just somewhere, or even in pots if you can actually look after them. But yeah, do consider putting some in. I think it just makes such a difference to your allotment plot, and it's such a joy to see them come up. I always get very excited every year. So I'm using this, I think I showed this in my tools video. It's a broken handle to something. It might have been a spade, might have been a shovel, might have been a fork, something like that. But I'm using this because it's a really good bulb planter. I can just stick it straight into the ground. Another thing that you could do if you were being particularly like pedantic about it all is you could measure 6 inches, which is about how deep tulip bulbs need to go, and you could either sort of cut a line in or draw a line on it, and then you know exactly how deep it's going to go. I'm going to kind of guesstimate because that's what I do. But yeah, a good rule of thumb with bulbs to know how deep they have to go is you take your bulb and it has to go about 3 times the length of that. So imagine putting 3 bulbs on top of each other. Talk about demonstration. That's about how deep it needs to go. About that much, which is about 6 inches, right? So it needs to go 3 times its depth into the ground. Deeper is usually better, and that's why I guesstimate, because I just do it as deep as I can. Tulip bulbs always like to find their way to the light. The way to plant them is pointy end up. This is where the roots come out, this is where the flower comes out. However, if you're not sure, plant it on its side, because it will find its way. And if you do plant it upside down, they will just bend themselves around to the light, because plants know what they're doing, guys, more than we do, and they know how to find the light. And in nature, not everything falls perfectly into the ground the right way up, and things still grow. So don't get completely caught up and worried about what way it goes. If in doubt with anything, plant it on its side. That's it. Right, let's do this. Quite a good idea to make the holes before and then put all your bulbs in. You can sort of see where they're all going to come up as well, and don't be afraid of planting tulip bulbs quite close together, because they do kind of push each other out the way, and they look really good when they're all kind of coming up in a big clump together. So yeah, just a quick tip, make your holes before, think about where it's all going to be and it's all going to come up to about here, and then bury them all. Can't really go wrong with tulips. They are very self-sufficient, you know, they look after themselves, so. The idea of them all coming up in a little row here, because it's just in front of my pink shed. So I planted in this bit here the yellow ones, and also the mix of purple, white and pink, kind of a fuchsia-y kind of colour, I don't know, purple and white and yellow together. I think it looked really nice. I'm just envisioning myself coming out of the shed and then just seeing a little row of all different coloured kind of tulips. I think that'd be really pretty, but let's wait and see if the fox gets them or not. No, who's that? You're not Rocky. Excuse me. The hell's that? It's not Rocky. Right, so we're going to stick our shallots and our garlic in this bed here in the front of my shed. I think it's just a good spot to put it all in. I'm going to put the shallots in 2 rows and then the garlic in 2 rows next to it. So we'll do that, we'll just whack it all in. Right, so shallots don't need to be planted very deep. It's between 1 and 3 centimetres. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to make a drill in the soil like that. And a drill is just a line in the soil. It's no more complicated than that. It is a line in the soil, okay? There's my line in the soil. About 2.5 centimetres deep. I'm going to estimate that, guesstimate it. I actually guesstimated a half. Can you believe it? Right, these are the same as tulip bulbs. They go pointy end up. That end is the roots. Pointy end up. But again, if you get it the wrong way round, they will figure it out themselves. Have faith in the plant. Whack them in about that far apart from each other, which is supposed to be about 15 centimetres, about that much apart. Okay? Here we go, I'll give you a bird's eye view. So think of them as being quite tall plants, but they're not very thick. These aren't going to get much bigger than sort of that. It's a shallot. So as long as they can all sort of go next to each other like that, that's what you're thinking when you're thinking of spacing. You're thinking, how big's the plant going to get? So they're kind of tall and they don't go out that much. So I think they're quite sociable plants, onions. I think they like to be close to their mates. So give them a happy life in the soil. Right, what we're going to do is we're just going to go along our drill and just cover them in soil. And give them a pat like that. And some of them are sticking out the soil, that's okay, because they're shallots, guys, they're okay. We want the bulb to not be too deep because we want it to be able to swell. Oh God, it's pulled him out. Don't do that, that's just stupid. My understanding of it is that we want the shallot to be able to grow, and the onions, the same for onions as well. We want them to be able to grow and push the soil away. So if they're really far under the soil and it's all compact around them, they're not going to be able to swell that much. So keep them on the surface and give them a chance of swelling and getting a bit bigger. So I'm just going by what people have told me before. Having a little bit of him sticking out like that is all right. He'll be all right, hopefully. And he'll be alright. He's got a little bit of him sticking out. It's not too deep in the soil. Yeah, he's got a good fighting chance. Right, we'll sort of do the same for the garlic. So we've got to break this open. And then that's what you plant. Little cloves, like that. I think it is pointy end up and then that end down. So that's where the roots come. That's the end where the garlic grows, and the entire garlic bulb grows from a clove, which is quite amazing, isn't it? I find that fascinating. So just whack them in. Same as the onions. Under they go. They can all go under though. They're alright. I don't mind. I don't think garlic is fussy. Doesn't seem like a fussy allium, does it, garlic? Just can't imagine garlic being fussy. I don't know why, because it sort of goes in everything, doesn't it? Put garlic in everything. How could it be fussy when it goes in everything? And once again, hope for the best. It's all you can really do. So, last thing I wanted to do was have a little look in the Polytunnel, because last time I was here, or the time before that, I think, I planted out a load of autumn winter stuff in the Polytunnel, and I want to see how it's doing. So, I can see some green actually, oh my goodness. Oh wow, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. Look at those rows. Oh my goodness. I can't believe how well everything has started to come up. This is absolutely amazing. I cannot believe that. Look at the rows. The perfect rows, if only we'd labelled them. I think I can remember though. I think I put the cabbages and cauliflowers at the back. Oh my goodness, look how many have come up. I remember scattering them thinking, oh, about 4 will grow. Amazing. And then here I think is what, kohlrabi, something else. Oh no, 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 Rocky. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I'm so sorry. No, 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 no. Cannot let the cat in here. No. Oh, Rocky, no, don't do this to me. I'm sorry, I can't let you in because my perfect rows of vegetables. These rows are so perfect. I am so thrilled. I don't even want to like thin them. I'm too scared of killing them. Oh my goodness, some of these are still alive as well. Oh, we dared to dream. We dared to dream and it paid off, guys. I wonder if these radishes are ready to pick yet. No, not yet. Gosh, these are coming up really well as well, aren't they? This is a miracle polytunnel, this is. This is a miracle tent. A tent where anything is possible. What a fantastic end to the vlog. I hope you enjoyed it today. So we planted out some tulip bulbs, some garlic, some onions. It's time to get your stuff out as well. If you are wanting to plant spring bulbs, you do have until like January. I think I planted tulips in January once and they still grew in time for spring. So don't panic too much. It's just I wanted to avoid all the rain. We've got quite a lot of rain coming, so I don't know when I'm going to be able to get down here. So that felt really good to get that out. I hope you enjoyed the vlog today. If you did, do subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next one. See you then. Thank you for watching. Bye.